Welcome. Here. The New Year's Eve arc was really impressive in terms of story, but a bigger surprise, in my opinion, has to be its sales. So, in terms of its sales, it ranks number one in Dengeki Bunko's lineup of light novels, and this isn't a month's time of sales, but only 3 days. And this also goes to physical sales, which is second. And it has only been in 3 days. It hasn't been a week, a month, but it has already reached 10,000 copies, which is highlighted that this has never happened for the series since volume 10 of the New Testament. So it's really surprising that we have never gotten something like this since that point, and it highlights how the series kind of went downwards in terms of its sales and the overall quality of the light novels. And if I remember correctly, it was around volume 13 or 14, and never really returned until 22. And the volumes in between weren't bad, they just lacked a certain level of polish that the series kind of was known for. And it's kind of reassuring that volume 6 has reached that point again, since the Genesis series has been really impressive in terms of its lineup and stories. And I'm really happy that volume 7 has been announced for September. We have the cover for the volume, which features Aradia, Toma, Alice, and a new character, but nothing too major since then. So I'm kind of hoping in a few weeks' time at least, we're gonna be getting some new information, maybe the illustrations, and a preview, which is kind of standard for these kinds of things already for the franchise. And another big thing I really wanted to highlight with this is that the volume frequency has also started to pick up since, like, in earlier volumes of Genesis series, as volume 2 and 3 really had a short turnaround, but 3 to 4 kind of was a long wait. But now 5 and 6 was already like a shorter wait than that, and 6 and 7 looks to be an even shorter wait. So I'm really excited for where the series is going, since its frequency and quality has been really good. So who can really tell where the series is going by this point? But right now, I'm pretty excited for where the story is going, or where the series is even going still. At the Imaginary Fest livestream, we got confirmed that the game will be getting an original scenario made by the author. So this is gonna be wholly original to the game itself, which isn't that surprising, as side media in general for the Tuara series has been getting their own SS novel or side story that links with that game or series, or that links with that media, like how Virtual Lawn had its own SS novel. So this original scenario will be made by the author, and it's gonna be something interesting. So there isn't anything confirmed just yet about it. We have some concept art for the characters, but these have to be made into the Imaginary Fast style, which is in itself a very close resemblance to the anime style. So I'm kind of hoping we get to see these characters at some point in the main series, but with how the SS novels has been more contained stories, I don't really expect them to return. The original scenario will be made by the author, since a lot of the scenarios made in-game are usually made by the Imaginary Fest team, and the author generally supervises this, but he's not deeply involved. But this one is going to be made directly by him, so that's pretty exciting. As most side stories he's made usually is a bit meaty, expect that this original scenario will take place over several events. At least, that's what I'm hoping for. Not like a 10 quest event, just a longer-ish event. So maybe from the beginning of 10 quest events to the end of the month. So that's about everything I have to tell you about this event in Imaginary Fest. There isn't a set release date just yet, but this in itself really makes me excited for where the series is going with this. As Imaginary Fest itself is such a big kind of concept, so what kind of story really would fit it? Thank you a lot, and a bit of a sorry for taking a bit long.